Have you ever tried writing down everything that happened in a day, even the tiniest details, just to hold on to a fleeting feeling? Can memories, whether joyful or sorrowful, truly become a treasure? Or might they quietly turn into a burden we never intended to carry? In a quiet forest, there lived a tiny creature who did exactly that every single day, and that simple act would go on to change the course of her entire flight. Once upon a time, deep within a peaceful forest, where sunlight streamed through the leaves and the wind whispered stories through the branches, lived a beautiful little bird. Her feathers shimmered like the early morning light, and her heart was gentle and warm. But what made her truly special wasn't just her appearance or kindness. It was a peculiar habit. Every day, whatever she saw, heard, or felt, she would record it on a small stone. Be it a passing breeze, a stranger's glance, or a faint ache in her heart, she believed every moment was worth remembering. The beautiful ones she wrote down so she could smile whenever she looked back. The sad ones she also recorded, not to hold on to them, but to let them go gently, as a way of healing her soul. With her tiny beak, she carved her thoughts onto stones and tucked them into a small soft pouch she always carried with her as she flew. At first, the pouch was light as air, delicate, neat, almost like an ornament. She felt joy each time she found a new stone to mark her life's journey. The pouch became a treasure chest filled with memories, like short films she told herself. But as time passed, the stones kept piling up, and the pouch grew heavier. Each stone carried a memory, and the more memories she kept, the tighter the pouch became. Her once weightless flights began to slow. Her wings grew weary, and she could no longer soar as high as before. But the little bird didn't seem to mind. She continued to collect stones, as if writing things down was the only way not to lose a piece of her heart. But then, what happens when those stones stop being memories and start becoming a burden? The more she carried, the heavier her flight became. And then one day, that weight led her to an encounter she never expected. That day, as she soared above the familiar, time-worn forest, she crossed paths with an old owl, its feathers silver gray, and its eyes deep and knowing, as if they could see through the darkness itself. The owl tilted its head gently, watching the little bird struggle with her bulky fabric pouch. "Are you still carrying that pouch, little one?" the owl asked in a low, calm voice, filled with quiet concern. The bird smiled proudly. "Yes, I am. It holds my entire life, every joy, every sorrow, and all the precious lessons I've learned." The owl paused, furrowing its brows, before asking a question that made the little bird freeze mid-air. "Are you truly living for today, or are you flying with yesterday on your back?" The bird didn't understand. She simply nodded politely and flew off. But even as she flapped her wings, something inside her shifted. Each movement felt heavier than before. Every gust of wind seemed to hold her back. In the weeks that followed, her pouch grew fuller still. The stones, though lifeless to the eye, began to wear down her strength. One afternoon, as she tried to lift herself off the ground, her wings faltered. She stumbled, unable to rise. And then, on a cold, rainy night, while searching desperately for a safe place to rest, she collapsed. The pouch tumbled to the side, and the memory stones, once cherished treasures, now pressed heavily on her fragile body. She lay there silently, beneath the very memories she once believed would protect and lift her. But in the end, they had taken away her wings. That night, the old owl returned. It gazed at the tiny bird lying motionless, and whispered with deep sadness, "Memories are meant to guide you, not hold you down." The little bird had forgotten how to live in the present. She held on to everything, the pain and the happiness, but left no room for today. She forgot that if we carry the past with us every single day, our hearts will grow weary. We won't be able to smell the flowers blooming now, or fly toward the bright horizons ahead. There are many people just like that little bird, carrying both their wounds and their beautiful memories for far too long. But life is about letting go. We cannot change what has already happened, but we can choose how to live now, with lightness, with kindness, with gratitude, and with patience. So forgive. Let go gently and move forward with a heart that knows how to truly live for today.